I don't think I've ever revealed on this channel my favorite Age of Sigmar faction. I'll admit, the Orcs got me into Warhammer to begin with, and I really do love the Stormcast Eternals as the poster boys for the game, but my absolute favorite faction is hands down the Idoneth Deepkin. For those of you who don't know who the Idoneth are, they're elves hidden away in the sea, and no, they're not mer elves. During the Age of Myth and Chaos, the elfin gods captured the weakened Slaanesh. During the end times, Slaanesh wanted an all-you-can-eat buffet of elfin souls, and very few managed to survive. Teclis, Tyrion, Malarian, and Marathi agreed to siphon elfin souls out of the Chaos God's stomach and reshape those elves for themselves. The first of the four to get souls to play with was Teclis. His device, the Alcarian Lantern, would guide souls out of Slaanesh and into the hands of the elfin pantheon. With his first handful of souls, he created the Sethai, or the Awakened. Teclis shaped them as the elves of old. He taught them about the old elfin pantheon, including Mathlann, the god of the sea. In fact, the Sethai believed that they were elves who originally worshipped this god, who died protecting them from Slaanesh. Unfortunately, Mathlann was eaten alongside his followers in the end. Teclis taught the Sethai the wonders of elfin magic, nobility, and culture. However, the new elfin souls were withdrawn from Teclis and felt resentful toward their creator. Teclis grew concerned by this behavior and scoped into their souls. Something was off. Something dark resided within them. So he gave them a healthy dose of "look into the light," which drove some of them into madness. Terrified by their creator, the Sethai fled to the ocean trenches where his light could not find them. Being the level-headed guy he is in Age of Sigmar, Teclis decided to wipe them out and start over. His brother Tyrion had to calm him down and convince the mage god to let them go. Meanwhile, in the sea, the Sethai agreed to hide down there and live their lives away from Teclis and the rest of the world. They called their new society the Idoneth, which means extreme seclusion. The journey to establishing their enclaves threatened their people with eradication, one more preferred than being undone by Teclis. The oceans were filled with dangerous beasts and horrific entities known as aboleths. In the end, they learned to control the beasts of the sea and annihilated their aboleth threat. They created cities along underwater cliffsides of coastal communities, atop volcanic ocean vents, and across emerald kelp fields across the mortal realms. Times were tough for the Idoneth, but they had finally found peace to grow on their own. Perhaps in time, they could reveal themselves to the world or make allies with another god for safety. That plan, however, came to a halt when the Idoneth realized that perhaps Teclis was right to be concerned. They had come to a horrifying realization of their own curse. Follow for part 2.